You're tuning in to Mills, Mega Mills. And I'm just giving people a few moments before we get into Kundalini and Fear. I'm making this video because, people are walking a spiritual path today. People are leaving the church at droves. But usually when people leave something, they have to replace it with something. So people have left the church and now they're getting into metaphysics and they're getting into chakras and they're getting into mysticism and things from the Far East. And some people are going into West Africa or Egyptian Kemet and all that stuff. But we're not talking about one of the things that happens when you start engaging the unknown is fear. Now, this is going to be a little crazy, but it's fine because someone needs to be transparent about this process. You see, I had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. I did not do yoga. I did not study Kemet. I did not study Buddhism. I did not do yoga. Just one day, I woke up and I felt the chill go up and down my spine. I started feeling a fire in my body and in my soul. And then boom, I was forever transformed. It's not pleasant to get your spirit purified. It's not a myth. It happens. It really happens. And the first place I had something called the Yoni Advocate. So I had a very large following in one of my groups that I've done. And also, of course, many people know me as a spiritual advisor and they know me as a psychic and intuitive, right? So I was doing, and I still am doing spiritual work, psychic work, you can check out my page, yoniadvocate.com or Yoni Advocate on Facebook. I still have people who I do attend to. But back to what I was saying. I digress. So anyway, so I had this awakening. Boom. You know what I mean? And it felt like I got hit by a freaking lightning bolt. And the first thing that happened was I got freaking scared. Because the first thought I thought happened, I had visions. This is stuff you see in the books. I had visions. I saw spirits, and I still see spirits, and I hear spirits talking to me. First thing I did was shut down my page, stop taking, clients, and I'll be honest, I went to freaking church because deep down inside, that's what I know of. So I went to this deliverance church to get saved, to get delivered. Exorcisms, right? I went there and man, they were like, you're the devil's whore. You're a terrible woman for engaging in stuff that's not Christ-like. I'll be honest. I got assaulted by the pastor. They was punching me, trying to get these demons out of me. Eventually, I decided, this is not for me. I left the church because of these crazy people. They're not acting Christ-like. They're letting this power get to their head. They're shaming and guilting people. That does not help people. When you shame and guilt people, you make the situation worse. People cannot grow under those conditions. However, I guess they find it to be a great tactic, right? So I just like, you know what? There's no demons in me. I did research on the Kundalini, and I realized this happens to people. But fortunately for many people, they went to yoga. They had years and years of meditation. So when it did happen, maybe their mentor had groomed them. Hey guys, their mentors have groomed them for Kundalini. They groomed them. There you go, Darlo. It is not what people romance about. It's you feel your body set on fire from your lower back all the way to your head. Okay? And it's, people post on my page, the Eye of Ra, and they really get, they intellectualize it because, they have this romantic thing about Kemet and about what's going, the pyramids. But when you really get down to it, This Kundalini is a fire, and you see things. And in America, when you see and hear things, your ass is crazy, okay? But in the spiritual world, you are clairvoyant, you're clairaudio, you have, and you can sense things, you can see and you know things. And that's what really led me towards having my Kundalini, is that one day, I was just psychic. I mean, I had the psychicness when I was a kid. I knew certain things, but I started knowing things. And that was one of the sparks. But I believe the Kundalini shot up to my mind before it was going to all the chakras, okay? So that's why you need a mentor. That's why you need someone to guide you. And I'm not going to be honest. I had a mentor. I'm going to be transparent. I had a mentor who was, I didn't know it, but he was doing energy work on me, and he activated my DNA. He did not tell me. We had a conversation about that, because someone who wants the Kundalini, they seek it. But those who don't want it, it's kind of like if you ever watched the Diary of the Vampire, when, Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt's character made, Tom's character made Brad Pitt's character into a vampire. So he was miserable for centuries. People who seek Kundalini for years, they don't get it. And there's some people like me, somebody just does something like this with their hands, and boom, one day I just saw what I saw, and they were like, you're clean, your aura's clean, and you have your Kundalini. I'm like, hey, what the hell? I didn't ask for this shit. You hear what I'm saying? I just wanted some energy work. That wasn't ethical. I want you to know that if you're really looking for the Kundalini, do your research on this. It's not a joke. You may get psychic, powers. I'm gonna be honest. I can touch things now. I touch things right now, and I heal people. I heal people. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I can talk to someone and know what they're thinking. I know about, their childhood. I know these things. I don't know how, but a voice will come in my head, or a vision will come in my head, and I can, like right now I'm talking to you guys, and I can feel this fire all over my body, because someone out there, someone sitting there is excited. Somebody watching this video is excited. Afterwards, I'm going to have to cleanse my aura, because somebody out there is excited. Somebody's getting excited about it, because I can feel the energy in my body. That's what the Kundalini is. You'll be at work typing something, bam, you're like, someone is crying, somebody is hurt. Who's hurt? Who's hurting? And then you turn around and you see somebody's crying. Do you want to be at work at 9 to 5, and you're hearing other people's thoughts, feeling their sensations, empathizing with them, even though you have to work a 9 to 5? Like, I have a part-time 9 to 5, but I can't work too long in crowds, because I hear people's thoughts, and I know things that I don't need to know about people. And to be honest, when you know things about people and they're not paying you money, what happens? They resent you, and they have contempt, because they feel exposed, right? So, but most people don't have anybody that knows their thoughts. But I know people's thoughts, and I can sense them when they're around me. This is intense. It's a whole another world, okay? So I want to thank you guys for showing up, because what my topic today is about fear. Fear. It's a song called Fear Can Stop You Loving. Love can stop your fear. So anyway, sorry about that. Somebody called me. Anyway, so what happens is, when you have fear and you have the Kundalini, guess what happens? You feel a sensation in your body, whether you're feeling fear or someone else is feeling fear, okay? So what happens is, if I'm around somebody who is anxious, I feel a burning right here on his arm. That's, for example, if I'm with somebody and they are really thinking or something, or I'm really excited about something, or what I'm saying is true, right here starts tingling like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It just be tingling. Like I said, if I wasn't doing, if I didn't know what I know, I would think this is all bullshit. If I was in church and I heard somebody was going through this, I would be like, that's some bullshit. They lying. I'm telling you, it's not. Like, if I feel right here, if I get really angry, it's fire up here, up and down my legs. It's just intense. And so I'm speaking to people who are going through this, and they say the same thing. Your body becomes an antenna. The problem is you go through different stages. So the fear, when you start seeing things, when people start seeing spirits or talking to maybe their relatives, they start talking to seeing their ancestors. It is terrifying, because any person that might see this is your dogs. Your dogs make sense that you're seeing something like barking, but anybody else, if you told them about this, they would think you're crazy. In fact, I was when I was doing psychic work, I had to stop at a time, because when I had the spiritual arising, I couldn't take any more clients. I had to take care of myself. And so there was this rumor that that I had lost it, but I didn't lose it. I had a spiritual awakening, and I'm gonna be honest, there's less than 1% people in the world who are experiencing this. And I'll be honest, the reason why I can be transparent about it is because it is happening more. People going to see movies like Doctor Strange. They're starting to pursue spiritual things outside of the church. So I want to let you know, if you're considering the Kundalini, slowly ramp yourself up to it, okay? Because this is not a joke. It is not just, if you're seeking it for power and for the wrong reasons, you may not even happen. It may never happen to you, because the spirit, the Kundalini that goes up and down your spine, really may not want to awaken you if you're looking for power. It doesn't happen to people who are angry, who are greedy, who are looking to have enlightenment because they want to dominate other people and get wealthy. So basically, well, Alwyn is saying that it is a false spirit. You know what, Mr. Phillip, I get it. Some people, I was at one time making videos. You can look at some of my videos, and I've actually told people that the Kundalini was Satan and so forth, or the evil spirit. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I was in the church, I never got hit by Holy Spirit or anything like that. And also, I made videos about the dark side of Kundalini and the meditation, because I started feeling I can hear a spirit. I can see spirits, and when I talk to people, I can sense the spirits on them. I thought that I was evil, but I can't live this life thinking that I'm evil. I can't live this life rejecting myself. Otherwise, you're going to think those spirits talking to you is you and your thoughts. You have to understand yourself and know your voice. So when you're speaking to somebody's ancestors, speaking to your ancestors, you know the difference between your thoughts and their thoughts. And I'm going to tell you, the downside about this is you're going to attract all kinds of spirits, not just good spirits, but bad spirits. Because if they notice that somebody who is sensitive to it, they love it. They can communicate with somebody on the physical plane, because they're in the spiritual realm. They can't really do things, so they really connect with people in the physical realm, because a lot of them really want to be human again, so some people, they do have altars and stuff like that. But back to what I was saying, fear can really overtake you when you are working with your base chakra. It's terrifying. Just imagine when you're in the Bible and you heard, I don't know this guy, but he was wrestling with the angel. Also, other people in the Bible, they get scared when they, I think it was Moses. He went up to the mountain. He came back and he had white hair because he met a supernatural being. And it is scary to see something like that, to feel its presence. When you first get involved with it, it's scary. But that's why you have to get exactly, Tia saying, false evidence appearing real. But the truth of the matter is, if you've never seen a spirit before, you're going to be scared shitless, okay? And I'm not going to lie to anybody, especially people that are in my group. It's nothing, and you guys know, because I get a lot of people in my inbox that are sharing, like, oh my God, I'm scared. What do I do? What is these feelings up and down my body? Am I going crazy? I'm like, no, you're not going crazy. You have been activated. And so, because you've been activated, you have to overcome your fear. You have no choice but to overcome your fear. Thank you, Brian. You have no choice but to overcome your fear and list all your fears in your life, even if it's fear of insane. You identify every fear in your life, and you have to learn how to find a counter to that fear. You're going to have to work hard to overcome your fear, because that is going to haunt you until, you won't be able to move to the next level. because you're fearful. And I'm just telling you guys that this Kundalini shit is not a joke. Okay, you will see things, you will hear things, and you will know things, but you damn sure ain't gonna want to take advantage of people. You're damn sure are not gonna be looking for power or money. You want to know why? Because that spirit in you, in your body, is not interested. You're gonna be interested in first of all conquering yourself, and you're gonna be interested in helping other people like me. Or you're going to be frozen in fear, which is, fear is what most people respond to is fight, flight, or fright. So if you're having fear, you're either going to freeze the fuck up, you're going to run like hell, or you're going to fight. So I'm saying that you need to fight. Sunil is like somebody else was talking about seeing spirits when developing deeper spiritual and psychic abilities. You know, you have a reason to be your concern is real, because seeing a spirit, hearing a spirit, you wake up in the morning and the spirit's talking to you. Or, for example, in my bedroom, I know for a fact that a spirit comes in through that room, okay? And the reason why I can verify that is because I feel a chill up and down my body, and then my dogs start barking at that room. When that happens, I feel chill. And the spirit may just be trying to communicate with me, and I'll tell him, listen, tone your motherfucking energy down. If you want to communicate with me, you got to tone your motherfucking energy down. And you got to communicate with them. Tone that shit down. Sometimes they'll try to come in your dreams because they can get into you in your subconscious, and it might take some time. Anyway, a lot of you guys had asked me in the inbox to answer this question. And as you guys know, Mega Mills is transparent. I have no reason to fear because this is my journey, my life. My life is to be a healer, to continue healing people. I can physically heal people. Mentally, I can help people. It is a blessing. But there are some downsides to it. I have to make sure that there are times people, and some of these people are going to watch this video, and I want you to know, if I don't respond to your messages in the inboxes, Mega Mills has to take care of myself. I have to first love myself. I have to first heal myself, and then possibly I can probably help you. But the part of being a healer is the first thing is healing yourself. I can't heal you if I don't have much. So please don't get offended. If the only thing I may be able to do is post things in our group or post things on my page, that might be all I can do is give you some insights of the downloads that I'm getting. Please don't take it offensive, because I know some of you guys are so happy to meet someone who's actually a real psychic, who is actually a lot of things. I won't go into it because I'm going to sound like I'm bragging, but I just want to let you know that, you know, my job here is to help people. And also, I just want to let you guys know that I am also making healing bracelets. They all semi-precious crystals, okay? You have an option. I'll give you instructions on how to actually put healing energy in your own crystals, or I can actually put healing energy in the crystals for yourself. So inbox me. Somebody's out there feeling something. I can feel you. You'll be all right, okay? So Naomi's like, an empty pitcher can't fill the glass. Yes. Oh, so you understand that, Naomi? Yes. So anyway, if you want some healing bracelets, I will put a healing energy in it. Just inbox me for that. I will begin to start taking clients again. So I want you to, if you need help or you need clarification, inbox me. And what we'll do is work on a plan of helping you. I'm just going to take some time. And also, I'm thinking about, if you're interested, let me know anything that you're interested in me clarifying. I'm thinking about start doing some hypnosis, and also I do NLP, and also if you're interested in smoking cessation, I also do that as well. There's so many things in my plate. You got to understand, my background is in the mental health field, and also theater, and I don't know. Mega Mills been through so much, and Mega Mills has had many lifetimes in this life. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Why don't you share this post to people that needs it? And the best place to share them, I want you to share this in groups, because that's where we get the most followers, and we can heal the most people by sharing it in groups. And also, I want to let you guys know that we're going to start talking about the yoni pretty soon in the group too, because tantra work and loving it. So when you start learning to heal yourself sexually and everything, that is the quickest way to activate your Kundalini. And many of you guys were in my group, so you know what we talked about was healing our yoni, right? Remember that? Yoni Advocate? You can look that up on my Facebook public page. The Yoni Advocate, where all we talked about was sexual education, pleasure education, and mostly about women healing their yonis, which is basically the pussy. It's either the pussy. Some people call it the pussy. That's more like sexual for men. Some women call it the vagina. And then there are other peoples that call it, the yoni. And yoni is more about the womb. Okay. So it's a lot more, loving to women when they call it the yoni. And that comes from Africa. It's a Sanskrit word for yoni. Naomi's like, yes, Yoni Advocate. So we're going to start talking about that again. So just don't inbox me with any vile messages. I'm not going to, this is all about healing work, guys. I'm not going to tolerate any disrespectful emails or inboxes because I am a healer. But I have other gifts too, so let's just focus on healing. If you want the real deal, inbox me and I will help you on the path. My plate is full, but if you're looking to actually book me, or you're looking to do some soul work, some trauma work, and possibly if you need some intuitive, if you're looking for someone who can actually help you make clarity in your mind, inbox me for that, and I'll set up a schedule. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. And just to wrap it up one more time, the Kundalini and Fear. Boy, be ready for that hellfire. You're going to go through some shit. The Kundalini is not a joke. I'm telling you, it's that hellfire. You're going to purify your whole body. You're going to get some good side effects. You're going to get, Tia says she lost her yoni egg. Okay, that happens. You're going to have tingles all over your body. You're going to have your third eye. It's, you read about it, the third eye and all that stuff. Imagine being at work and this thing is tingling like hell. Imagine being at work and your ass is hot when you get embarrassing. Okay? Imagine, sensations, your body becomes an antenna. That's what happens when you get the Kundalini. Now, eventually, if it goes all the way up and you address your fears and all the stuff that I already posted in some of my posts, eventually you won't have all this on your body anymore. You will come to a place of enlightenment where it's a place of loving, self-love, and understanding that all is love. We're all connected in some way. But you got to step up what they call Jacob's ladder. You're going to have to address fear, insecurities, sex, addictions to sex, disrespecting your body, healing, basically learning mercy on yourself, accepting yourself, and not rejecting yourself, accepting yourself, and forgiving yourself and forgiving others. And of course, it's a throat, is learning how to communicate yourself, having boundaries and setting boundaries. This right here is thought, knowing your, having intuition. And of course, that one is totally enlightenment, when you get an understanding that everything is connected. Anyway, I've just been going on, but you guys are here. Thank you so much. Remember, share this in your favorite groups and review it again if you need to, because, most of you guys are in my group. And you know that we have a good time. And if you want to be in my group, just inbox me and I'll add you to the group too. So anyway, this is Mega Mills, the Yoni Advocate. And also I have, I do psychic and intuitive work. And that is, you can book me for that and just inbox me for that. And also if you want some healing bracelets that are made with semi-crystal stones, like I said, I can activate that and put healing energy in that for you, or I can teach you how to actually put your own energy in it. I am done, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good day. Let's try it again. Have a good day.